You're now watching RIPS.
We'll call it 90,000 on the day, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. That's exactly what we were looking for. There's that 35 tag as promised.
You're likely going to be a lot better than you were last year, as long as you take it seriously.
And RIPS shows the Jack 8. Cash is flowing to RIPS. Look at that, just getting absolute.
And it's RIPS winning one of the biggest pots of the session.
Wow. $250,000 on the week, baby. Let's go. There's nothing that makes me happier than when I see you folks win. Can it hold this push lower below 80s? This would be a big break if we can hold this push. $6,000 on the day in our Lucid Pro account. This is your entry. This is your ad. This is your takeout. Boom. Right there. Good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. What's cracking, baby? It's Tuesday. How we doing? If you're here with me and the YouTube kicker X chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us. We got Harsh Raj, Gerardo Paredes, the Swamp Demon, Guardian Clips, Ni Hao, thank you. One letter O, Dawes Trades, Dragging Knee, Defeater, The Craw, XZBTC, Louis Muscle, TDC for Life, Francis X17, Robert Flood 552, Light Smile, Big Tick Trader, F1 Kill HD, Sovereign Pulse, Dimension Trader, STDs for free. Do you charge for those things? Barefoot Greenback, Marty, Killer Kyle, Hot Header, Morbay, AFA, Cube Q, Don Burberry, Arnaud, Flow Bananas, GTNQ, Dr. Quasar, Don Burberry, Scott H. Good morning. Always be racing. Scuba Steve. XEBTC says, Rips, thank you for your auction narration. It's the best in the business. Thank you for teaching us. Oh, baby. Thank you. I tried my best. That's quite kind of you to say that. How do I move this over just a little smidgy? That good right there? That looks good. Okay. Maybe make it a little bit. Yeah, that looks good right there. How do you get the perfect brim on your hat? I don't know. It actually came like this. It came like this when I purchased it. Wait for everybody to get in here, and then we get to do some chart work so we can manhandle these markets today. Cube Q with one gifted. Thank you, pal. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. What's up, Original Jeff? Pocket Aces, Vocal, Light Smile. Dragon Club. What's up, cuz? I said, forget about it, cuz. what movie is that from? Anybody know? I said, forget about it, cuz. Who's the actor? What's the movie? Come on. Hey, the one and only gets it. Paul Walker. Bang. It's not Tyrese, it's Paul Walker who drops that line. I said, forget about it, cuh. That's the greatest line. I would just play it right now, but I'm sure I'd get copyright strike for some reason. Dude, YouTube hands out copyright strikes like how... I don't know. What's common? He said cuz like 50 times that movie. Does he actually? Is there like a compilation we can watch somewhere? Let me see. Paul Walker Cuz compilation. No complications, compilation. This is so good. Rest in peace, Paul Walker. Oh man, what's up, Kaka? Jacob? Cheesehead? Who's the Banks guy on your story? FaZe Banks? You guys don't know who FaZe Banks is? RJ, you've never heard of FaZe Banks before? Are you for real? We'll wait for a few more people to get in here before we start doing some chart work. It fills up fast when we start a little bit later. Golly, maybe we do start at 8:30 from now on. I don't know. I don't want to like switch up the time. It's funny, like I posted on my Twitter that I was gonna go live at 9 a.m. today instead of 8 a.m. And the first thing I see in chat is like 20 people being like, "Where's Rips? Why isn't he here? Why doesn't anybody ever check my Twitter? The hell? Why doesn't anybody ever check the Twitter?" I grew up on FaZe. Y'all need to respect his name. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, see, QQ gets it. People love you getting here early. I mean, I wish I was the robot that people think I am. Just a non-human android. Just some type of robot. He's not a real person. Where is he? God, I need my morning Rips. Hey. X is the most toxic place to open up in the morning. Instagram is better. Yeah, but if you turn noties on, baby, then you'll always know. S&P is almost at all-time highs again. Is she really, though? Is she really? Oh, shit, she is really. Is she? Yep, she is. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I heard MySpace is coming back. Are you for real? What's Tom doing? Tom's on a boat somewhere. Yummy Mummies is at all-time highs. Bro, look at. Can't wait until NQ trades these prices, bro. Could you imagine the NQ just like on a little fucking whatever day? Oh my God. Could you guys imagine that type of movement in the NQ? Like average in a session? You guys could imagine that? 2,000 points? Oh man, that's why they're bringing out the nano contract so people can withstand 2,000 point move days. I mean, dude, I'm not bitching and complaining because, yo, look at this. Shoot. Wait, what am I looking at? That's not right. Right here, look at that. Oh my God, it's 1,000 puntos from the lows. Oh my God. I wish we could have been long down there. We were long from like here. I don't even remember, from like near to near. We got, how many points did we get yesterday? I don't remember. Let's see, 44,000. 13, like 170 points yesterday. Yeah, they're doing nano contracts. What did they say? The CME released like their marketing package for it. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta see if I can find this. All right. Commissions on Nano about to go crazy? I don't know, though. Can we get some bookmap settings? Just turn off vertical schmoothing. Vertical schmoothing. You turn that off and it's like, yo. What's up, Nikki Trades? How do you trade longer swings when the DOM matters less? You just have targets in mind. We were talking through it yesterday. If you missed it, you can watch yesterday's live stream. The archive is always available for free. Unless it's not. No, archive is always available. So. What's up, I bang Carlos's mom? How are you? It's been a while. So we get a down up today at open. I don't know. If I knew that, I'd already be positioned, right? I think nanos won't be that popular. Why? But for why? Oh, dude, check it out. So this is interesting. I don't know if you guys saw this, but this was the billboard that they have in Times Square right now. The CME group bought this and it was for CME Nano contracts. No, I'm serious. This is in the Times Square right now. It's pretty cool. This is yeah, this is so they have this billboard. I think it's outside of the NASDAQ right now. It's pretty cool that they're doing like they're doing like a big marketing push for this. Pretty dope. Yeah, I think it'll be popular amongst a certain group of traders. It's pretty cool though. A good marketing campaign. I think it speaks to the people who are going to be using those contracts. That's pretty cool, man. They got that live in Times Square right now. Very cool. Good for them. Good for them. That's cool, man. Good for the CME group. Way to go. Guardian Clip says, driving an 18-wheeler right now, watching the stream, homie. Already made my profits in Asia. Let's go, baby. Yeah, Asia was juicy. Bro, I was so close from my phone to be... Dude, I wanted to long this dip so bad on my phone. I mean, golly. It was so crazy because I watched the dip happen on my phone. This thing right here. I watched that dip happen on my phone and I was like, oh, God. I was looking at it like, swear to God, 840. 840 was where I was literally watching this and I was like, I could just put on 5 contracts overnight. What would I make? Just 5 contracts. We're trading right here right now. God, 353. 353 times 5 times 20. 35, whatever. 35K. Whatever. On 50 contracts though, 353,000. Okay, let's do some charting. How about we do some charting? Dude, that's $3,000 on a nano. Isn't it? $3,000 on, I guess, I don't know. I don't know the calculations. But anyway, let's do some charting. Let's get some charting. Ding, 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 ding. Oops. Oh yeah, you're fine. I'll get in there though. Get in there real nice and tight. Where do we want to put the... It is like pretty much right chill. I would say right there is probably your best bet. There-ish. Are we too high? There-ish. Okay. I need you to extend yourself. Hey, it works. Midpoint, perfect. Yeller. Middle line, bang, bang, ding, 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 ding. Oh, it seems fair. All right, and then this area up here, which I don't think we have. How far away is it? Like 2,000 points away? Actually. No! What the French, Toast? What are you doing? Why? Why do you do it like this? What makes my shit just fucking crack off like that? Come on, dude. Good Lord. How annoying. It's end of July-ish. You guys see that? How it just like crashed? Am I imagining things? Great child friendly cuss. That's funny. So above that area, I wish we could stack it more like that, but let's on the 1 hour here and see. Very accurate still. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. So where are we here? I mean, that's right. More of an orange. There we go. Kind of want to have these labels to the right so we can actually see. So if we're actually zoomed into the chart here, that's not gonna work. Center. I wish we could have the label. Is there a way to have it like locked on whatever area? Wish you could like have it automatically locked to whatever area of the screen you're looking at. And I get it. All you have to do is just move it to the left or right. Just try to dumb it down a little bit here. Why does it say value acceptance again? Okay. And then we would get 30. Right center in the text alignment? Wait, where? Right center? I don't see what you're talking about. I don't see what you're talking about. So we have a huge, huge range. To be honest, it's more. Again, there again. All right, there we go. Those are the blocks that I'm looking at today. I mean, all together should be like 2,000 points. Yeah, 2,000 points. Where we go within that zone, we can start drawing within that once the market starts to open up a little bit. Bruce, you ever trade news on the contrarian side? Or are you purely technical? I mean, I counter trend trade sometimes, but I don't really care what the news means on face value. If the market is reacting sharply to news, I'm going to follow the motion of the ocean. Text section where it says text alignment instead of center select right. Yeah, but then if I have these extended to the right, I'm not going to see them like whenever I'm looking over here. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. So long side, anything, let's just say it's like midpoint of that zone. All the way up there to the low end of that, 1.75, midpoint of that, 288. On micros, you could argue like maybe something here to here today. Maybe. If we do end up with like an inside day, then that's kind of negated, but something along those lines. So you are short. What? Huh? What does that mean? I do have my funded seat ultra accounts to trade. The profit target on those would be $2,100 max. So no. There. We're pulling back and then literally pumping right now. Everything's getting bought. Every single rally is getting, or every single sell-off is getting bought. Who's RIPS? Who is RIPS supporter? I don't trust you. Yeah, I like this music better too. I was actually watching old streams because somebody was asking me about my trading from 2025, about my about the live trading journey. Dude, those streams were so freaking good, dude. I don't know how the streams didn't blow up even more. We had 1,270 people in here right now. Last year it was like, I think we're capping off at like 2,200 or something like that. I don't even remember, but. The poker vids are blowing up. It's insane. The views are insane. I think we had better music before too. No, I'm still like, I mean, I try to be as critical as possible of my own streams, but I'm still shocked like how, I just don't understand how they didn't blow up more. It's kind of crazy to me. Put this topping line right here. Yeah, it's shocking to me, to be honest. There we go. Yo, that's not what I wanted. There we go. There, that's more fair. What else do we need to look out for here? I guess we have that right there too, so. All seems pretty fair. What platform are you using? This is TradingView. TradingView. Is there a hotkey that automatically hides all drawings, by the way? Let me see. Control Alt H. Click the hide icon on the left toolbar. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. You guys are geniuses. It's freaking dope. Just literally just make it naked. It's naked. Wink, wink. That's cool. Straight naked. We have about 22 minutes till the market opens. Today we do have news coming out at 10 a.m. We have Jolt's job openings coming out at 10. Jolt's data is important. I think we get NVIDIA and CrowdStrike are working on safe AI guidelines. Got it. Oh, that was the White House hosting the companies to discuss AI safety framework. That's today. I don't know when that is going to be. ADP, do we get non-farms on Friday? Yes. NFP is Friday. Control Alt H is the hotkey. Control Alt H to hide all your drawings. To hide all your drawings. I wonder if you can make it for just one chart, that you can make this. No, because this is a global setting. Because I was going to say, like, if I can make the prices larger for you guys, but no. Why did I even try to short this? I don't know. We are in a clear uptrend right now. We've been in a clear uptrend since the end of FOMC, really. Wednesday, July 29th. That was the last time that we really closed down. Although, you know, you can argue that Friday that we were short. But yeah, the market's been in an uptrend. And that's why we're looking up top here. Because this is an area of prior value acceptance. So the fact that we are holding above these prior lows, 28,900, is important. Market is just juicing. Whole month of July was a downtrend. Yeah. Look at it. But we are now in an uptrend. We're bouncing. I mean, you can see it, like, just because we're bouncing doesn't mean that we can't have more pain later, right? Like, just imagine we're like right here and this is the uptrend we're in right now. You know, you can easily see it go. But we're bouncing right now. Currently bouncing. We want to go back to this big area of liquidity. That makes the most sense. Overhead supply up here kind of tapers off right about there. So this is where you're going to have a lot of stops. Yeah, I guess I can put that up there. Let's see if we can nail that. Right there. What do I want to make this? What color? Blue? Stops. There we go. $29,400 POC will give some great resistance. Possibly. We're so far below it right now. Does the stream start at 9:15 or 9:30? Anyone know? Does that we are, oops, I'm in caps. We are live right now. I don't know why Kick doesn't go live for some people. Yeah, we are slowly moving higher here. Is the stream live right now? I see Rips talking, but I want to make sure. No, this is a replay. This is not live. If you're already on the channel before you go live, a refresh is needed. Why do they do that? I want to jump scare people. I like to jump scare people. What is this all electric Bentley that they're coming out with? Why do they do this, man? Why do they keep doing this? Bentley Torkel. What kind of name is it? Torkel. Torkel. Bro, come on. Why do they keep doing this with cars? Is this really what it's gonna look like? Look at this thing. Ew, bro. Why do they just make it look worse? I think the designers are like, make it look terrible. Make it look like ass. I mean, dude, it's like a Spectre almost. Make it look like cheeks. AI designed it, maybe. Oh, maybe this is it. I don't know. I don't know if these are like AI renderings. What's up, Cyborg? Oh, it's, yeah, these are just renderings. My bad. They haven't released the sauce yet. They've only released the back end taillights of this thing, I guess. When are they gonna announce this? 23rd of September. Okay, that's why. I was like, that looks terrible. It's not even the real thing. I'm not gonna get hyped for it though, because God, that Ferrari EV was terrible. Where can we get the RIPS indicator set? Trading View? almost quit my job today, taking stress leave now. We'll be trading full time for the next 5 days and see how I go. I mean, brother, we've had this conversation so many times. The only way you quit your job is if you have 2 years of your full salary post or pre-tax saved up. So let's say you make $100,000 a year. You should have $200,000 cash in your savings before you even think about quitting your job. That's like step one. Step two, that's a mandatory checklist. Step two, you must have 9 to 12 months of consistent profitability. And even that is like, I mean, to quit your job, bro, it's crazy. Hennessy's new car for $2.5 million is V8 old school. Let's see. Hennessy 2026 V8. Let's see. It's called the Blackbird? No, that's a truck. Oh no, this is it. Black. Oh shit, that's dope. It kind of looks like an Apollo, I think. Is that what I'm thinking of? Kind of looks like an Apollo. Is that even what they give? Apollo hyper car. Yeah, spot on. Kind of looks like an Apollo. It's dope. Hennessy makes some crazy shit. I can't believe it's only a V8. How's it only a V8? It looks cool. It looks really sick. Wait, 0 to 60. 2.5 seconds? I smoked that thing. Bring it on down to Vegas. I will smoke that thing. The angles of the car look sick. It's a beautiful looking car. Don't get me wrong. I wonder how the doors open, if they're the butterfly doors or if it's regular. Damn, the back looks sick. That quad exhaust, that's cool. One of those hybrid V8s maybe. I don't know if it's a hybrid. Let's see. Naturally aspirated 800 to 850,000, 71 worldwide, 2.5 million before taxes. I mean, it's just sick. You know, it looks nicer, that Porsche. Funny. Not wrong though. I mean, 2.5 million is not that bad, but like something goes wrong with that, you have to send it back to them. That's the thing about buying these specialty cars is that, I mean, cars need some love sometimes, and if you have to ship it off somewhere, it's kind of annoying, you know? Some of the opposite of your Porsche, you drop it off, you get a loaner, you come back in 3-4 days and it's all good. What is this new indicator? New boxes on the screen? How do I get those boxes? Draw them. We drew them. We are topping at the midpoint of Valley Acceptance right now. I wish Rips was on Words of Wisdom. I got invited multiple times. I just never did it. Most are already sold. I mean, to be honest, 2.5 million for a collector is really not that bad. If you're getting one of 71. And Hennessy is, you know, they've been around for a long time. It's not like they're fly by night. They've been around. They've been producing these types of vehicles for a while. Like they have Hennessy Vipers, Hennessy Mustangs, I think. Yeah, I mean, what's up, Anya? How are you? I just, you know, I have to be choosy about where I go and everything, and I don't want to be lumped together with. It's just tough. The trading space is just so tough to be an influencer in, and it's tough to be. I mean, it's tough to be in a space where every single person who's never heard of you before, the first thing they think when they see you is like, "This is fraud. You suck. Fuck you." It's not pleasant. Imagine being like playing for like a sports team, and no matter what, they're you suck. Please do not go on words of wisdom. Everyone on there is scamming garbage. Yeah, I mean, oh, we got a tweet or something. Hello, we have a tweet. What's going on? We have some type of tweet here. We just blew through value acceptance, coming up to the red line of fury. Must be some Truth Social. Hello? The French toast. Oh, crude dropped. Somebody sold the pants off crude. Man, I wish I was positioned long from overnight. Or here. That would be sick. Not hearing anything. Does anybody have truth? I'm literally not hearing anything right now. So I have no idea. Doom ba doom ba doom doom ba doom. Sorry you're broken to have Truth Social API for insider trading tweets. Yeah, I know. Sucks. I mean, dude, that was very sporadic and random. That happened right at 9:20 and 38 seconds. I see nothing right now, so. Ford reported? F? I don't think that's gonna move the needle, my friend. That was a huge candle, by the way. Massive, massive candle. And it's already being sold off. Nope, that's not it either. All right, we got 7 minutes till the market opens. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. It's crazy how it almost touched that red dotted line exactly. What was the high on that candle? I'm back, by the way. 286 was where we had the candle drawn. The high was 282. Interesting. It'd be sweet if we could have a pullback before the market opens. Some type of pullback. We have 5 minutes now. 5 minutes until the market opens. Hard to trade one direction if you miss the move. US 30 ripping. That's what we're looking at right now. Well, no, that's the Dow. I was like, yeah, that's what we're looking at. But yeah, everything's going up skis. Right now, everything is going up skis. Asian high from July 23rd. Nice. What is 226 or 227? Or sorry, 282 and a quarter. Well, your new indicator be out. This isn't an indicator. I just drew these boxes. An announcement is expected regarding the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. A high-ranking source told AI or what? Al Arabia? I don't know why I don't have that in my news. Do I have a filter on that restricts that? That's weird. I don't have that. But yeah, if algorithms get a hold of Strait of Hormuz is open, then I could see that being a thing. Pre-open plan is to let the market shape out these zones, pull back, but like below 200 and maybe holding price there would bring us some buys. Hormuz and AI in the same sentence. It's funny. 3-minute warning. Till the market's open, 3-minute warning. Oh, party's about to start. So far, the market has been single directional. Big trend line on the hour as well, where the last push stop. There you go. Yeah, where's my Bloomberg terminal? Yeah. I believe that Tradeify has a deal right now. Let me see. I posted on my Instagram stories. You guys are sleeping on the Instagram story. So Lucid is... I can't remember how much. Funded Seat. Oh, by the way, dude, Funded Seat is 50% off. And you can use that code unlimited times, and they removed the buffer. Tradeify, 40% off, 5 uses. There you go. But yeah, it's... the Ultra accounts on Funded Seat are insane. The fact that they removed the buffer, so there's no more buffer, and they're 50% off unlimited until August 9th, I think. Pretty sure August 9th, but unlimited usage now. It used to be 2. Now it's unlimited. Yeah. Ultra daily accounts, 50% off, unlimited use. Funded Seat, we've traded Funded Seat on here quite a bit. That's what these accounts are. But yeah, Funded Seat, we've traded quite a bit on this channel. There's no activation fee. There is, I mean, they're goated. There's no activation fee. They activate within 10 minutes of passing automatically. You can use TradeC, which is like TradingView, basically. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute, and then at 10 a.m. we're gonna get some headlines. So keep that in mind. 1 minute. So the market is selling off right now. We have rejected at that prior 286 line. Equities are showing us a greener picture. Amazon, Google, Tesla are the only ones sort of limping down ish. TradeC is garbage. Use wealth charts for Funded Seat. Okay. I like TradeC. Corvette ZRX1 has smoked everyone on the track with 0 to 60 in 1.68 seconds. That's crazy. That's fast. That's way faster than... I'm 1.9 seconds in the SF90. All right, here we go. Markets are open. Bit of a sharp sell-off. Let's see what happens at 200 here. Selling off almost to 200 and bouncing. Big extension there off that pullback. Yeah, it's getting juicy. Nvidia pull back a little bit here. Currently holding at 300. Some overhead supply there. Looking for any kind of pullbacks here that makes sense. But right now it's big juice. S&Ps have some overhead supply coming in. Nvidia is bouncing back up. That 210 to 310 move, that was 100 points right off the rip, so very strong move there. We could show bookmap too. I'm debating on, what you guys would like to see more. I feel like a lot of people complain when bookmap is on the screen. A lot of newer traders too. We are juicing higher here. It is starting to squeeze. See if we pull back towards 300 at all. Microsoft, Meta, Google, Amazon, Apple, all very strong here. S&Ps are hitting 76.70 and sort of topping out. Do remember that we have news coming out at the top of the hour in the way of JOLTS jobs. We are driving higher into 350. This thing is all gas, no brakes, no pullbacks. Continued squeeze here to the north. See if we get any kind of pullback. S&Ps are starting to pull back a little bit. Nvidia is pulling back towards VWAP, but everything is just still super strong here. S&Ps look like they're topping out a little bit at that 76.70 level. Watching on this pullback here. Slight pullback on Nvidia. Let's see what happens around here at like 325 and 350. Yeah, this thing is juicing. Wow, cracking off here. Can it hold the push through 400? Seems to be a little bit of capping going off towards that 400 level. Is it enough? Nope. Some sellers here at 410 now. Can it find acceptance through 415? That is the question. Starting to roll at those 400s. Reclaiming 400 for a jiffy there, if only for a moment. We have some overhead supply coming in now. So we came into that prior zone of liquidity, which was the prior supply, and we are pulling back. Let's see if we hold at 350 or so. There is a lot of overhead supply here in the S&Ps that they're trying to tag, but we do have to hold above this 350 level here. So nice move back up. See if it can get acceptance back above 400 and hold this and start to scoot up towards that 415 level of price. Same kind of deal there. Pulled up to 410. A little bit choppy here. See if it's going to sell down through this shelf of volume or if it will hold here. Right now it looks like it does want to hold. A bit of a double bottoming pattern down here. So really the new line in the sand is that 415 area. If that 415 area doesn't crack, then we're likely to see this traversing back to the downside here. So currently holding that 380 level. Again, we do have jolts coming out in about 20 minutes here. 380 is a big area. Okay, watching here if we get that acceptance. Back to that same area of price. Do we get a blow off top now? And that extension. It's fighting at this area of price. If we break through that area of price, we can go higher. But right now, this is kind of the area where the price has been getting stopped out. So they're testing that area of price once again. And it's trying to break out that area, but it still can't do it. So there seems to be an overwhelming amount of sellers up there that it just can't break through yet. Peeling back to that 380 level. Dancing around those 400s. It's trying that area of price once again. If it does break out of this area, it's starting to. There we go. Opening up a little bit there. Nice move. A lot of stops would get popped if we can hold this push. S&Ps have a lot of orders layered above this, so we'll have to wait and see if it can hold this push. Seems to be running out of gas here a little bit. So it seems to be hitting a wall up here. There it goes. Starting to break out some more here. There is so much overhead supply in this prior supply zone that we talked about. Tons and tons of overhead supply here. Fighting at 450 now. You can see all of this supply that we're running into here. It looks like there are a lot of players that are trying to get net short into this zone. Watching here at 450 now. I want to see this smashing through 450. Yep. It's holding. Still holding. See if it holds that push through 450, if it's going to give it up here. If we can get all the way back up to 500, I mean, this thing will be so super strong that I think it'd be squeezy. We have liquidity all the way up to 76, 75 in the S&Ps. These pushes are very strong, but then we are met with a little bit of aggressive selling into these pushes. So see if it wants to retake 435. So back down to 420 here. Seeing if we peel back to, say, what would be a good price? 385. See what happens if we pull back to 385 here. We didn't quite pull back to 385, but look at that juice. Look at that sauce. Straight up. Look at that mega giga squeeze. Straight up. Back to 450. Man, if they crack off this 450, she's gone. Look at this giga squeeze, dude. This is crazy. Can it hold the giga squeeze? Dude, there was no offers left in front of that thing. It was incredible. Complete giga squeeze. Can it open up and hold the push? Through to 490. We have room all the way up to 76.85 in the S&Ps as well. I really wish we'd got 385 on that pullback. That's where I wanted to really jump in there. Dropping now. S&P is pulling back a little bit. Oh my goodness, why does my freaking getting so many like weird refreshes and crashes? All right, so we are hanging around up here. I want to see a pullback to say around 405, if we can get that. You can see there's just so many people that are positioning themselves short and have been this entire morning. So I feel like it has to get those people comfortable and then giga squeeze them. Only pulling back to 430 there. I feel like it can do a deeper pullback. We have 12 minutes until the data comes out. 12 minutes till we get JOLTS data. It is pushing back up here. See if it takes out these 460 highs. Can it clap these cheeks up higher? Not much overhead supply. S&P seem to be running into a wall again at 76.75. Seems like a consolidation before the newsprint at 10. So you'd like to see a sharp correction in either direction. $450, big line in the sand still. Does it want to blow out this area? It's trying to. It's starting to spool up a little bit, but it needs continuation. Oh my God, there it goes. There it goes, baby. Yay, there it goes. Fuck yeah. That is the sauce. That's what I'm looking for. Beautiful, 29,500 there. Wow, what a freaking move, dude. Freaking awesome, there we go. That was the sauce we were looking for, my God. How about that? Beautiful move. 29,500, imagine trying to be short. So we're at the midpoint of that liquidity now. We talked about that, that prior supply being at 480 or so. We are still pumping here. Up to 500. There is going to be some liquidity at 500 there that'll likely get tagged. The question becomes, can we blow over that? Can we blow over that liquidity in 500? Still no news that I'm getting on any of these pushes, by the way. Hey, by the way, can we get the likes up on YouTube? News is out in 8 minutes now. We literally tagged the midpoint that we drew for that prior supply zone. That was kind of the area of price that I was talking about. Yep, we've been trading all morning, bud. Ripsy, when you're completely out of the trade and decompress, can you go back and walk through your entry? Sure. Thank you for phrasing it like that. Thank you. It's probably the nicest thing somebody said to me all week. I'm guessing that was a breakout of ES here as well. Yeah, we had 76, 75. Same kind of area that we're watching on NAS. So yeah, I mean, we talked about the market being still in an uptrend here. And that's sort of what the market is still doing. Keep in mind, Jolt's jobs come out in about 6 minutes here, and that can have a big effect on the market, but it seems like the positioning is telling us that it's definitely going to go up and to the right. I don't know how you have two accounts, Otis, but I love it. Thanks for being here on both of them. Shout out to all 2,851 people that are watching right now. I appreciate you all. Wow. Literally straight dubs. This was the hardest part to trade, was this choppy nonsense. This pullback was beautiful. This one was the best, the breakout. Gaba asks, or GA Baja says, what asset are you trading? We're trading the NASDAQ futures, index equity futures, offered by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Our stop is right around this area. See if it gets tagged before the party starts. Dude, there are so many adamant sellers on this tape. I would be terrified of selling. All right, we got stopped out. Cool. All right, let's see what happens for jolts here. What do you think of base hits as compared to 3 to 4 hour strategies for props? I think base hits are the wave. I think that Nigel trades base hits, and he's the person who pulled $1 million from props last year. Do you watch premium spread between NQ and NDX cash at all? I definitely pay attention to the options market for sure. Wow, what a sell-off. Why wasn't I short? Because I was in a long. That got stopped out for the runner. I'm shocked to see that many sellers that aggressively, but I guess, you know, when we can't break out any higher, that seems like a pretty obvious area to long. But I mean, like, what about here? Your cheeks are gonna get. I don't know. I'd be terrified to short this market right now. All right, 3-minute warning. 3-minute warning until we get the news. 3-minute warning. This is the zones that we drew earlier. We came right up to the midpoint of the prior supply. Yeah, this is why I'd be terrified of shorting. 425 to 450 in a quick little wick. I love, dude, I'm gonna say it, like, I absolutely love this price action. I love when the NQ is like this. It's crazy. It's so sick. It's unbelievably sick. How many people out there are trading on a funded seat ultra account right now? What's that, David? They buy and the sells hard. Yeah, I agree. Drop a W in chat if you are trading the funded seat ultra accounts right now. Let's see. Failed 3 already. Jeez, take it slow, man. Inactivity on ultra. Lucid funded here? Lucid? Wait, where's Lucid? Lucid, where are you? They're here in chat? Huh? What's so special about that account? You can take $500,000 in payouts. Yes, it's an 80% profit split. So you could get $400,000 in payouts before they even consider moving you to live. So you minimum can take $100,000 per account. You can trade up to 5 accounts before they move you to live. And I know a lot of people have been very much vocal about their feelings about how they feel about these live accounts. People in the prop space hate live accounts. I don't know. But there's no buffer. They're 50% off, unlimited use. Jolt's job opening is coming out in 1 minute now. We are expecting 7.45 million versus 7.59 million prior. Keep in mind the print is going to bluff a little bit, so we're going to see some very crazy price action on this print. I was trading Ultra using my wife's account, got caught. Huh? What the fuck? What are you talking about? Can't make it a funny because I'm the shittiest fucking trader on the planet, so that's cool. I mean, bro, if you talk to yourself like that, then you're gonna manifest that. You need to have positive self-talk. 10 seconds. Good luck, everybody. Be careful. Spreads are 4, 3, 2 ticks. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So be careful. 7.36 million versus 7.45 million. So jobs are being taken. Jobs are being filled. Factory orders at 0.3% in the negative versus 0.2% in the positive. So factory orders are down. What does that do for the Dowskis? Huge correction in the Dow there. So we're currently holding these lows, like the midpoint of this volume shelf right here. We're kind of holding these lows. Be curious to see what happens from here. S&Ps are showing some strength. Nvidia has corrected a little bit. Google, Microsoft, Meta, and Apple all still showing some strength. So factory orders down. Final durable goods orders are at 0.5% versus 0.3%. I could see this drawing liquidity towards 405 or so, and if it doesn't hold that, I think that there's a value in a long there, but see what happens. S&Ps are going up while NASDAQ is slightly dropping. NASDAQ is probing, or sorry, S&Ps are probing higher here. Just got up after an all-nighter. Welcome. Good to see you. Nice to have you with us, my friend. It's a pleasure. So the market is pushing back up after holding those lows of 37. S&Ps are very strong here. Super strength in the S&Ps. Yeah, very, very strong in the S&Ps. It's trying to go for 500s here in the NASDAQ. So it exchanged some liquidity up at that volume shelf. There it goes. Oh, almost went. I thought that's what that we saw last time. So somebody got stopped out there. Let's see if it can get to 500 at all. Right now it's having a little bit of trouble. Up yonder. S&P is still strong. Seeing if it can find that drive through 490. It's kind of a little bit of a stop and go pattern here in the NASDAQ. 490 seems to be that line in the sand that doesn't want to give it up or let you down or run around and hurt you. So right now, just kind of pinned up here. The longer we hold up here without kind of finding some action through this area of price, it's more likely that we will auction lower. Like that. Bit of a pushback down there. Rubio said there's nothing final on Hormuz. Something, something, something. Okay, let's see. Can they take out 500s with some strength here? Some mega giga strength. We have some orders being left behind, but that could be a complete bluff. Trump saying he would like to see a deal in the next couple days, I guess, is what the headline is. Not seeing a blow off top yet. It's attempting to creep higher. Watching here. S&Ps are kind of in this holding area too. It's trading purgatory up here. It is very toppy, but it could blow off very easily. It's weird. It looks like it wants to run, but it just keeps on getting stopped in its tracks. So take that as you will. It does really look like it wants to run. A bit of overhead supply coming in. Can it rip through 500 here? It's so weird. This is very spotty to see this. Okay, there you go. Through 500 now. Starting to rip and roar. There you go. Nice breakout. A lot of squozing people there. A lot of fallen soldiers. A lot of people cursing the NASDAQ at this moment. Microsoft on the way up. Pulling back ever so slightly here. We're running into the same area where it kind of gets a little bit toppy and is hesitating. But I feel like it can find that giga strength. You can see a lot of bids are being left behind. You're running into, I feel like people have sell stops higher. Like they're just having larger and larger sell stops as we push higher. Do 20s want to trade? Yes, they do. Still is pushing. Looks like somebody's getting filled. It looks like a TWAP fill, to be honest. If Nvidia does bounce here and go through the VWAP at 210 and change, I think that we could see this probably trading above 600. We are running into some overhead supply that's a bit stronger than I'd like to see. But the more that it shows up, the more that it will potentially open up. Some front running into those 30s there. There's a big offer, or a big bid on the S&Ps right now that is chasing price up. There's two bids, 89 and 96. So it is trying to push this market higher into these stops. We haven't seen a huge breakout from this area yet. It's just kind of preparing for it. If it does a stop run, I think it'll completely wreck all of this higher supply that we're seeing being kind of pushed in here. Yeah, still some bigger bids being left behind. So nice movement above these 30s. See if you have any type of correction. I think that 550 is likely to trade. So watching on this correction back to the downside here. A lot of liquidity down there, all the way down to 482. See if it wants to hold this push above this 510 area. Should light up pretty soon here. There it goes. Yep, there's a light up. Watching this thing through 520, perhaps. Still some overhead supply accepting there above 515. Mm, 515 having a little bit of trouble now. Watching. Should see a big burst of liquidity through 520 on this push. And cappers now at 510. Okay, watching for this 520 push. There's a lot of stops that are right there. Right. Oh, almost. Almost. Yeah, not breaking yet. There we go. I'd like to see a nice stop and go here through 530. Some overhead supply there showing up in the S&Ps. Yeah, we are just hanging out at that prior supply zone right now. You can see it right there. We're literally just hanging out in that prior supply. Now it's starting to move. Potential new high of day here. S&Ps are running into a little bit of an overhead jam here. 7,700 is in sight. Why is VIX going up so much? The volatility index. The options market. Because it's not pricing in this dramatic of moves. Something, something, Oman, progress in talks, blah, blah, blah. It is holding that push above 530. Let's see if we can get that acceptance all the way through 550. I'm not seeing as much violence as we were earlier. Like that pure unfettered violence. Yeah, I would expect to see so much more violence up here, especially at 7,700 in the S&Ps. Just seems to be, I mean, a lot of people are just selling into this move, which makes it more likely that it's just going to continue to blow off. That's the part where I'm kind of confused, is that like these sellers are so adamant. It's crazy. I still think 7,700 can get tagged. Maybe this thing pulls back to like 15s? $7,700 in sight now. Microsoft on the juice. Okay, nice pullback there to 25. 7,700 in sight for the S&Ps. 550 in sight for the NAS. They are nervous about breaking out of 7,700 in the S&Ps. That's for sure. But I feel like it's gonna go. And that should bring us 550 in the NAS. It's just not enough overhead supply. Unless there's that many people front running it. Nobody wants to entertain it though. Nobody's trying to entertain that price yet. There it goes. Starting to break out. 264 on contracts. We should be able to break through that. There's definitely some icebergs that are in the way of that. But it's trying. There it goes. It's breaking. It's breaking. It's breaking. See if that brings us straight to the 50s now. Almost a new high there on the NASDAQ. Oh, it's trying so hard to get those 50s. Will it blow off into those 50s? I mean, it's blue skies in the S&Ps. Definitely blue skies up to 77.05. So, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna go. Maybe it has to pull back to 505 first. But I feel like this is strong enough to start going. Especially with the giga strength that we're seeing in the S&Ps. See if they put that offer side defense back up at all. Because if we blow out here, all of these people that are layering in sell side are gonna get smoked. They're trying to bring it back down below 7,700 now. So back to 5 1/4. Some sell side coming in here. Is it strong enough though? Back to 530. So it's advertising price around that 530 level now. We're back above 7,700. Nvidia is rolling down a little bit. Some sellers on the tape. Still bouncing. 530 is the new line in the sand here. See if we get a gigabush above 530. Can it giga push above 530? Watching. 530 line in the sand, giga push incoming. Can it hold the giga push? 7705 just got tagged in the S&Ps. This is the part where it has to hold this giga push to see possibly 550 in the NAS. 30s are the line in the sand currently. Can it get that giga push? It's trying. Some orders being left behind. It's really trying. I don't know. Buyers seem a little bit exhausted up here, so it is a little bit concerning. Not a lot of big bids being left behind there. All right, pushing down to the lower end of this volume shelf now. See if it holds this push and reclaims that 530 area. So pushing down into that 510 liquidity. Some cappers coming in, preventing 520 from trading right now. Watching to see if we reclaim 520 with a little bit of strength. Right now, 520. There we go. 520 reclaim. See if we have that strength going up here into that giga push again. 530 giga push on target here. S&Ps are super strong. Watching here to see if we have that push up above 530 now. Nope. Boy, this is the most stubborn NASDAQ I've ever seen. You get these nice giga pushes, but no resolve. Very wicky. Extremely, extremely wicky. Okay, 525. Do we get the giga push now? Can we find a giga push through the 30s? 25s are still holding. Yeah, it is just retracing and bumping all around here. Straight back down. Let's see if 485 wants to hold maybe. attempting to reclaim 500s with strength. There is some overhead supply coming into that 500 push. Let's see if we have a reclaim of 500 at all. S&Ps are bouncing slightly. Okay, trying to reclaim 500s here. Is that enough for that push back up into that 525 area of liquidity? Nope, 510s are being defended. Yeah, it does look a little bit speedy now to the downside. It is being defended. No dice. So back to this midpoint of liquidity. We are back in sort of, it feels like a topping trend there. We had a lot of topping at that 5.25 area. S&Ps are starting to fade a little bit now. So 500s are trying to be reclaimed here. Some overhead supply in NASDAQ. See if we have that reclaim at 525 now. A lot of back and forth. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fighting here. We pulled back to the point of control at 493. Sellers are desperately trying to take control here. As long as they keep it underneath 5.25, I think they can maintain control of the market. So it really is whether or not those 500s fail. It did make a lower high there on that extension, so definitely something to note there. Starting to pull back below the point of control now, or attempting to at least. Bit of some giga strength, but running into that 515, same level of liquidity that had a lot of trouble. So if it doesn't clear out this area, more likely than not, we'll see this thing failing again. Holding at 515 still. So drawing some liquidity above 515 and coming back down a bit lower. S&Ps are coming down as well. Yeah, there's definitely some bigger sellers on this tape here. We're just kind of rinsing around this area. However, if this area does hold, I feel like it can spool up much higher. This low area of like 493. It's rechecking that 515 level of price. It is trying to draw higher. There's that 520 area. Can it giga blast through 525? A lot of stops are above that 525 area, so This could be just one more pop before a bigger drop. We have to see a reclaim of 525. Right now it's running into a little bit of that overhead supply again. A lot of stops are positioned above that 540 level that we were trading with earlier. So if it can make it its way up to that area of price, I would assume that we'll reclaim 7,700 in the S&Ps, and we'd start to see this thing really pop and get higher. So there's that 530. Going higher now, it's starting to press on that 540 area. Coming into those 540s now. Will it break out and hit 550? That is the question. It's right at 7,700 in the S&Ps. A lot of fight here at 540. But is it enough? Looks to be a little bit toppy here at 540, but that can change in an instant if we hold that 7,700 push in the S&Ps. It is dancing around these levels. Is it priming for a breakout, or is this the new topping area? It's trying to prime for a breakout, it looks like. $7,700 is that line in the sand for the S&Ps currently. A lot of overhead supply in these pushes. There is a breakout area just above 47 halves there. Would be a new high of day. So it is threatening to break that high of day where there's going to be a lot of stops. There it goes. 550 now. Nice move. A lot of cappers into that move, obviously. But a very nice move regardless. It's trying to recheck those areas of price to see if there's more stops that are above that. Can it open up those stops there at 560? If 7,700 trades, this thing is gone. Big bounce in NVIDIA, by the way. Stops at 560 there. Is it going for the pop of 560? S&Ps are weak. Running out of buyers above 550, their S&Ps are diving back down as well. 550 trying to be defended, but not strong enough. Seeing if 560s want to trade out again and then maybe pop those stops above it. They're going for it. There's your stop run above 560 now. A lot of overhead supply obviously coming into that area. But again, if NASDAQ or if the S&Ps continue to trade towards 7,700, I think that we can rip all the way up to 600 here in the NAS as well. So a nice move here up to 560. It is still holding. We do just have these pops and rejections because there's just so much overhead supply, and the stops are the people who are generating the liquidity higher. So see if we continue through 560 there. Some orders coming in super strong. Dancing around 560 right now. Overhead supply coming in just above 555. See if this thing can hold that push. Pulling back a little bit to that midpoint of liquidity that we saw on the way back up. S&Ps are definitely weaker than what we're seeing in the NASDAQ here. See if we have that explosion back above 550 at all. Right now, it is just holding underneath. So big stop run up to 560 there. And now pulling back. Let's see if we hold these 530 levels of liquidity. It is making its way back uptown, watching for 550 to trade out now. There it goes. Sweeping through 550, does it have enough to maintain that push all the way back up through that 570 level? Right now you are having the same thing that we saw earlier, which is these pops and drops. 7,700 really wants to trade on the S&Ps, so it is beholden to that price right now. Back sort of to this midpoint of liquidity. Nvidia is not holding its push either. Looking for a reclaim of 540 now. Uh, 76.97 in the S&Ps has some orders placed up there, which I think are likely to get swept. The question becomes, how low are we going to pull back before we sweep those orders? Right now, 540 is that new line in the sand. We are holding it currently. Watching here on that 550 extension. $7,700 about to trade there in the S&Ps. 560 looking to blow out perhaps. 7,700 looking to trade. Microsoft is still going. Nice move higher here. Looking for this continuation possibly now through 600. S&Ps are going higher. 7706 is that same target from earlier. So we are seeing some exhaustion from the buyers up there at 65 in the NAS. A pretty sharp pullback here. 7,700 reclaim is not holding in the S&Ps. This is what happens when you trade in a prior supply zone, by the way, is that you're going to have a mess of sellers that will get busy in these areas. And then once you leave those supply zones, the market does open up and get kooky and crazy. So 550s seem to have a little bit of acceptance here. If we range back down to maybe like 520s, it'd be a good spot to maybe open a long or add to a long. $77.01 getting taken out there in the S&Ps. A little bit of a bounce from Nvidia there. Some selling coming into the NAS. So reclaiming that 550 and pushing up a little bit. Definitely some choppy waters. Like I said, I still think 600 is a valid target for this price action, given how many stops are placed above this supply zone. that's still within the supply zone as well. So there is liquidity and orders there. S&Ps are continuing to push higher. Watching on these pullbacks, if there's any sell side aggression towards that 520 shelf. I think it's a valid buy there. So pushing back to 7,700 evens in the S&Ps. Back down to that 530 area of price. Like I said, 515 would be that acceptance area that it can push down into. Right now holding 520s. It didn't get 515, but pretty close. Watching here on this push back above. See if we have that giga strength to carry this all the way up through 570 now. Pushing up towards 550. I'm looking for 570 as a target to the upside here. Oh, NASDAQ, why are you the way that you are sometimes? Man, these sellers are so adamant about getting into this thing that it makes those giga pushes fail. There we go. There's the giga push we're looking for. Oh my goodness. What the fuck happened? What the fuck? What the fuck did it cover me? What the fuck is that price? No fucking shot, bro. Oh God, why the fuck does it, dude? Well, that sucks. Awesome. TP at 570 fills you at 539. Good times. Awesome. I love it. Whee. Yeah, awesome. TP at 570 fills you at 539. That's fucking awesome, dude. That's so great. I don't get it. 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 That's so fucking lame. Ah! Ah! What the fuck, man? Sell stop. So frustrating. So fucking frustrating. Unbelievably frustrating, man. I don't know what to say. It's so freaking frustrating. It's cold world out there, baby. It's not a limit. It was a stop order. It's a stop. Market stop. MIT. Market if touched. God, that's so fucking lame, man. I think that was such a good trade too. Fuck, man. That's I just got robbed. That's, yeah. I don't get it, man. So lame. So fucking lame. Getting robbed like that is not fucking cool. I don't even want to trade for the rest of the day now. That's just fucking lame. No, it's the guys. This is a fucking order type. It's volatility. I didn't like, dude. Obviously, like when it moves up like that, you don't expect such a sharp correct. Like that was an insane. Like I'm not the only one who had that order type, dude. Like it fills me at 539. What the fuck? Like, dude, what the fuck? It goes like, what the fuck? How the fuck? 540. Sorry, 540 spot 66 is the average fill. So what? I'm like, this is me here? Right here? Fucking stupid, bro. Dude, so fucking lame. What the fuck, bro? I don't get it. I mean, I do, but it's just like, it's just unlucky. That's all. Fucking whatever. Ah, fuck. Between Bookmap crashing yesterday and me missing like the best price to go long at, and that just happening, it's just like, fucking A, dude. What the fuck, dude? $540 when it should be $570. That's huge. Yeah. I mean, dude, MIT is like usually pretty fine. I don't like to have resting limit orders a lot of the time because I don't want them to see my shit. But fucking fuck. It's so fucking cruel, bro. 30 points. 30 points. That's a lot of profit. That was with my name on it. That's so lame. I knew fucking dude. I literally like, I don't know, go rewind the stream. I'm like blah 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 570. Fuck you. Fuck. 572 highs. Sorry. All this yapping, I don't get back long to. Fucking stupid. Bow, no, 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 no. Well, I don't know. That just like ruins the whole day for me. Just stupid. So freaking lame, dude. What is that? Like what are this? You guys don't leave any fucking bids? What the fuck are you guys doing? Nobody leaves any bids for me to market into. Like what the hell was that, man? 1 second chart. Oh God. I hate you so much. No, I'm not flabbergasted. This is what trading is like. This is how trading works, dude. From time to time, you just like, it's just lame. You just feel like you work very hard for something and then it's just stripped away from you, which is stupid. Yeah, this is fantastic. Fucking yeah, so annoying. And call price accurately and then you have a fill in mind. Like, dude, that didn't go from like 560 to fucking. I guarantee you so many people are using MITs today too, just the way the price action's working. It's very just lame. I guess just have a limit next time. I really don't know. MIT, market if touched. It's a type, it's an order type. It sends the market order to close my position. In this case, a sell. Fucking scam, dude. I'm just a little bit just shocked still. Like, what is this, brother? What are they doing? What is this? Fucking 72 down to fucking, dude. What is this shit? What are you guys doing? What are you fucking terrible market makers doing? Like, what is this shit? Fuck. Oh well, whatever. No problem now. It's no problem now. Like, can I have my position back, please? Like, that's the worst part about it, is like, can I just have my position back? Like, can I have that position that I was gracefully making? Like, especially when I'm adding here. Can I please have that back? Like, this is so good. God, man. Can I have that, please? Rips, you know anything about this shit show at MFF right now regarding the W9 forms waiting on 4 payouts in almost a week? I don't trade MFFU, so I have no idea. I don't know if this is even tradable from here, to be honest. Like, what am I going for in this tape? Just wait for tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. Ugh, feel sick. Are you in a position currently? Nope. I got stopped out. I got stopped at 572 and filled at 540, 539, whatever the fuck. 540. Somebody make it make sense, please. Well, there's always tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. Feels gross. Feels like I got bamboozled. It's really annoying. On Bookmap, do you recommend Global Plus or just Global? Just Global. You don't need Global Plus. You don't need all the bells and whistles. Yeah, this price action is leaving a lot to be desired right now. If anything, it's the S&Ps are giga strength and the NASDAQ is just dealing with nonsense. Like, NASDAQ is so nonsense right now. Nvidia is pushing up, but NASDAQ is like, meh. NASDAQ is being a puss. Yeah. The instance of horrible slippage is a great example as to how oversizing can and will eventually nuke accounts. Horribly bad fills like that are totally out of our control and do happen on a regular during volatility, but so long as you're sizing your trade properly, those situations totally suck. They don't totally blow up your prop account or deplete a live account. Correct. 100%. I mean, that was the whole market slipping. I mean, I've had gnarlier slippage than that, but it's like, dude, you seen the, like the market this morning. Let me try to zoom out. Like this giga push right here. Like this. You know, this, for instance, does not go wah, wah. Same type of giga push, but it's like it doesn't get clapped. It's just annoying. It's okay to be annoyed. This one too. I mean, it's okay. It happens. But yeah, market is kind of looking weak now. If it can roll Nvidia, roll Microsoft, roll Google, there is a chance that, you know, this thing can roll lower. 560 is currently the topping area of price. It is very dangerous to short an uptrend, though. Keep that in mind. Extremely dangerous to short an uptrend. We're right now at the point of control. So even though these shorts can look valid, you want to wait for it to clear areas of price before you get on. Yeah, I mean, I guess the lesson is to just use a limit order. I should have just used a limit order, not an MIT. So that's it. Yeah, I don't like to expose my orders on the book. That's the annoying part. I really don't. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it would have mattered. But what can you do? Do you taking longs more than shorts? I don't know what that means. I play the market in both directions. I don't favor one side or the other. When the market is in an overarching downtrend, I want to be short. When the market is in an overarching uptrend, I want to be long. Today was, I'm pretty sure, only longs. I mean, that candle was how many contracts? 3,250 contracts. It was a big candle. This thing right here was a lot of contracts, a lot of people, tons and tons of people. Oh well, what can I do? Nothing I can do. Feels like it's gonna consolidate here for a little while. Yeah, real live is more difficult than sim. Yeah, and there's just things like that that will happen from time to time where, you know, if you've never experienced it before, it's super heartbreaking. But if you have been a trader for a long time, it's always an option on the table. It's just disheartening because you work to build a great position. I mean, you literally like are building this beautiful position, and then you have these targets, and it does the target, and then it's like, wow, cool. I don't know. Makes sense in my head. Just feels a little bit crappy. Hello, Rips. Nice to see you. I'm still long one micro from 495. What price could be a good stop in profit based on what you read on Bookmap? I mean, I would look over at our analysis of this. Where we're trading right now is acceptance in the prior supply zone. We shot out of the value acceptance from earlier, which is why it was so strong. We completely just got right out of this area of price. But right now we're dealing with this midpoint right now, which is where we have a lot of acceptance in this prior supply zone. So, I mean, right here, we're printing a new point of control at 530. And it's just kind of holding this area of price. Just kind of expanding and contracting about 20 handles each way. Every time we come down to 530, it kind of finds buyers. If it did tuck and roll to say 500, I mean, it would be very slippy, but I feel like we'd find some initial buyers there, at least some early short covering. Yep, E-Nanos, we talked about it this morning. E-Nanos are coming to the CME, which will be great because live traders will get a shot at things. I think the CME is trying to get fees from prop firm traders that can't afford to trade, you know, the micros or the minis, which is, I mean, you can do a lot of damage with micros. You can do a heck of a lot of damage with micros. Don't think for a second that micros are small potatoes, because they're not. NVIDIA is rolling a little bit there, but it's not a lot. It's not a super roll. We are just continuing to hold that area of price at 530 right now, and until that kind of finds crazy amount of sellers. The problem is that the S&Ps are still auctioning higher, right? So if you're looking for shorts in the NASDAQ, the S&P is continuing to auction higher. Apple's strong, Microsoft, Meta, everything is relatively strong. NVIDIA is the only one that's kind of rolling down a little bit. We got a 52-week bill auction coming out in about 30 minutes from now, so stay tuned for that. Cash accounts will be easier for the everyday person too. I disagree. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. Because people will have amazing, amazing days in their cash account and then go on to the next day to completely torch themselves. Whereas on props, you have a finite loss limit of what capital you're losing in the experience. You buy an account for $200, you can only lose $200, right? When you're talking about a cash account, you can lose so much more than that. I think that cash accounts are going to be a much more slippery slope for people, and they would prefer props for the most part. S&P is still bulling higher here. NVIDIA is dropping here. NVIDIA is going for the, I think this is the 50 EMA at 208.75. That is the 50 EMA. But that seems to be the only one of the Mag 7 that is weak here. S&Ps continue to auction higher. S&P is super strong. Nanos will make it easier to hold swings in a cash account. Yeah, for sure. I don't know what the overnight margin requirements would be for nanos, but yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, Meta's just hanging around. Microsoft's strong. NVIDIA threatening a break of the 50 EMA, but it's still far away from that price. We are just building a nice floor here at 530. 535, 530. So definitely a floor being held here. S&P super strong. Yeah, S&P's on that giga strength. Feel like we're just gonna run into sellers though on the NAS. Small bounce in NVIDIA. Yeah, we come up to these areas of price and we're met with sellers. Probably would be nice to see a move all the way up to 600 to get that target that we're looking for earlier. It's only 50 points away, which in this market is really not that much. Denmark data out. I know you were waiting on that. The foreign reserve for July is at 699.6 billion versus 699.3 billion a prior. I know that you guys are waiting with bated breath on those data points. If you were long at 530, this could be finally the breakout you were waiting for. So much overhead supply is still coming in, though. This range is being definitely held back. Yep, they're definitely continuing to hold price up there at that 550 level. Do you recommend EMA or SMA? I use EMAs. I think either is fine. Either one will work. Now it's starting to open up. Yeah, there it goes. No problems now. Straight to 570, getting all these shorts lambasted, bamboozled. Why all the overhead supply? We talked about it at the beginning of the stream. This is a prior supply zone, so you have plenty of people who are willing to sell. Now, you have to understand that a prior supply zone, when it's visited, could be sellers from 18,000, could be sellers from 20,000, could be sellers from carrying a position for a long time. And they're just looking to get fills here. You know, you can have algorithms set up icebergs that show one contract on the offer, and that's a lot of what we're seeing, that have been waiting to get filled for months, right? They were getting filled earlier in this level, maybe back in June, right? If we go back here onto TradingView, you can see like this area of price was trading back in May. So if we had sellers back in May that were selling this, you could have that same positioning be live here right now. Yeah, no problems now, by the way. Yeah, S&P on the super strength, going without us. Annoying. I mean, if you feel like you're chasing, you have to wait for the price to get back to areas that make sense to be a buyer at. This right now is grinding higher and higher. Remember what I said earlier, the supply zone at 600 is important. It goes all the way up to 652. Above that is massive, massive mega strength. So this thing is continuing higher. A lot of people are offering supply. It doesn't all have to be people who are short. It can simply be, like we said, months back supply, like 3 months ago. 3 months ago, people were supplying this area of price. Looks like it's going to go all the way up to 600 now, which was the area of price we wanted. A slight pullback. A lot of orders left behind here, so let's see if it wants to fill any of those prior orders that were kind of left behind that people didn't get in time. Nvidia is punching up towards the VWAP. It's trading 210 right now. 210.39 is the VWAP. You can see right there, somebody just sold into a big bidder, 200 contracts. 77.27, next level in the S&Ps that can get body rocked. These pullbacks are into mega bids in the S&Ps, so I'd wonder if we can actually get down into that liquidity, get a little bit dirty. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a speed bump there. See if you have more sellers up at this area. possibly offering any kind of entry here. Pulling back towards 70s. Nvidia is not holding 210s. Sellers on this tape. Is it enough to hold it back? Rolling over a little bit. We have the 52-week auction in 24 minutes. Yep, I use MBO data, yes. So S&P is auctioned down into that liquidity at 18. And NASDAQ as well rolled a little bit there, about 20 handles down. See if it has any more room to the downside here. Could potentially trade all the way back to that 530 area, but right now there's just too many buyers. Okay, so we're seeing the same pattern repeating from last time where you have these pushes and pullbacks. 580 is that new line. It is kind of relaxing at that 580 area. And starting to push through. Nvidia is saying they've released some type of new model for robo-taxis and autonomous vehicles. Oh, some press release out from Nvidia there. See what that does to the markets, jostling around a little bit here. All right, Alejandro, take it easy, buddy. So now we have NASDAQ up, S&P is coming down. Interesting to see. Doctor says wasn't able to catch any entries. Each time I had to do something, a setup happened. Minus 19 right now, but it's all good. Nice. It's not so bad. Big orders coming into the S&Ps now, jostling things around further. Looks like it's going for new highs on Nvidia, or on Nvidia, NASDAQ. I always say Nvidia when I'm looking at NASDAQ. Shocker, right? First red day in 47 days. That's not bad. That's no big deal. There goes 590. I still think, like I said, 600 is likely to trade. I mean, it's just one of the most obvious areas. Don't tell me my music is done. The hell? Hold on. There we go. Yeah, it looks like 600s are really trying to trade now. S&Ps are trying to make a new high. And we missed all of it. It's a shame. Oh, okay, hold on. Maybe there's an opportunity for an entry. Interesting that 54 on the bid is not getting swiped at, so nobody's trying to sell aggressively yet. Yet, is what I'm saying. They're pulling back into that area, but not selling it. I think they just did it right there. The buyer, rather. That guy's trying to buy, so I think that they just got clapped right there. Yeah, same amount. So it's probably somebody who's trying to cover. They had a stop there, or like a buy. It was just like, you take it this one or take that one. I don't really care. Again, it's trying to break out of 600 here, and that is a massive area of price. I would like to see a dramatic pullback before it gets there. A drama pullback would be great. But right now it's just dancing in this zone. We did have a pullback to 570, but we ignored it. Unfortunately. Likely to trade through 600 and possibly pull back to maybe like 585 or so. There's your trade through 600. We're talking about this for about an hour ago, I think. Yeah, this is where it's gonna get super speedy now. Mega strength. The giga strength. Above this area is 650, and 650 is like insanely speedy. So, Nvidia's not really doing much. Meta's not really doing much. I think this is more of the functionality of like the positioning in the NASDAQ that is causing this move. Sort of what we mapped out on the charts this morning. The areas of value acceptance, the prior supply zones, and whatnot. S&P's gunning for 77.27 as well. No real pullbacks are being offered either, which is kind of tilting. I'd like to see some type of pullback. Any kind of pullback, really. Okay, there we go. There's a pullback. Slight pullback. Not really much, though. It gave you about half a second. All right, let's see if we find some sellers as a pullback. Markets pulling back and rallies are healthy. So let's see if there's any pullbacks here. Again, not much in the way of pullbacks. S&Ps and NAS super strong here. Would like to see a nice pullback below 600 into buyers would be lovely. S&P is showing a little bit of exhaustion. A lot of orders entering in the market here. Likely to be some displacement now. Watching for this pullback, possibly below 600. Sellers getting busy up here, but I don't know if it's enough. See, that's how an MIT is supposed to work, and that was on 262 contracts, man. That's how an MIT is supposed to work. In a perfect world. S&P is going for 77.27. 25 is the line in the sand for the NASDAQ. It is threatening to break back above the VWAP for NVIDIA. NVIDIA is trying to break above VWAP. Microsoft is going. A lot of selling pressure here at 25s in the NAS. Not much in the way of valid pullbacks. Just continuing strength here. See if this is a pullback at all. Maybe. Not really. We're almost at the tippy top of the prior supply zone, so above this is insane super speed. Seeing if we get any kind of valid pullback before we take out 7727 in the S&Ps. It's hankering for more. If this overhead supply at 25 gets clapped, then it's gonna shoot way higher. All right, let's see if this is a valid pullback here. Something that we can get into. 20s and maybe 605 would be lovely. S&P is still going. We have not cleared the VWAP in NVIDIA yet. Pulling back to these 20s. That might be the deepest pullback it offers. For this extension, at least. 25s again. Nice push up here through the 30s. $77.27 in the S&Ps is a wave. NVIDIA is threatening to reclaim VWAP as well. If it does that and it starts to push up, this thing is so freaking gone. Like mega gone. Starting to squeeze into those 40s now. Nice push. Still being held up by those bids that are left behind. So squeezy above 650. The zone is left at 6. Looks like we'll be trading that to 656. So still finding strength in this market. 640s are trading and being held. A lot of suppliers to the offer right now. Totally fine. A little bit of front running there at 645. Just eating up those offers without any issues. A lot of bids being left behind. Let's see if we rip through that 650 now, as we just talked about. Ad infinitum. Should see a nice little pop through that extension. Yep, there it is. As told. Seeing if it does hold that pop currently, and then we get that rally through the 60s that we should be anticipating here. Because then we leave the supply zone and then we start to get giga speedy, mega speedy. Shouldn't say giga, mega speedy. Mega speedy through this area. So first pullback here in this extension, completely normal. It's fighting for that liquidity above 650. Right at the tippy top of the supply zone now. Nice move here. Really opening up. Gorgeous, gorgeous move here. Looking for this to rip the doors off of 60s now. It really should be able to be honest. Yeah, right there. It's gonna go. Right there on that exchange. It's more likely than not to go. Right here through 660. There's your rip. A bit of overhead supply. Getting buyers a little bit cautious there. That supply at 660 is the top of the supply zone. So above that is just insane. Watching for that extension. Nvidia is toying with the VWAP as well. So right at the tippy top of that extension now. It's everything. About 4 points away from what I believe will be a blast off in this market. If you haven't already seen it. Could argue that it's already blasted off, but I think that this is a big key area where we will see a massive, massive rip. Okay, blue sky setup here on S&P should rip us through the NAS area of price right now. 670 in target for sure. It's starting to really push up here. Would really like to see this break out of that 660 area and get through these suppliers. There's 110 left behind and filled. I don't think it's enough to hold it back. All right, let's see on this pullback here. Are there any opportunities on this pullback? It's trying to reclaim 650. Reclaim of 650 is strong. Can it find the push to continue this extension through that 55 area of price? Survey says yes for now. There's 100 contracts above that would likely want to get tagged here on this pushback up. See if it can find the strength there. More overhead supply coming in. Buyers slightly exhausted into that 55 area. See if it has that motion. Right now pushing into those 40s. Perhaps all the way down to 625 would be a good area. And then a potential revisit up there. Watching for that reclaim now. Still showing that strength on the buy side in the bids. Seeing if we get that drive higher now out of that gully of despair. Back through 650 perhaps here on this push would be super strong for the market. That would show buyers are still retaining control of this price. And it would get shorts offside who have been early short into this move. Right now, still some overhead supply coming in. Still finding its way. I feel like we've seen this pattern a lot of the day here. Nvidia just underneath the VWAP now. That reclaim of VWAP would be super strong in this price action. The more it bottoms out in this area of price too, the more likely it is that we reclaim 650. 1130, this is gonna be a lot of liquidity exchanged here. This is Euro close. So pushing into Euro close here. Seeing some overhead supply coming in, but I don't think it's enough. Definitely a battle. Was that draw of liquidity enough? Let's see. 52-week bill auction coming out here. The results are going to be coming very soon. Looks like that draw was enough. Let's see if it holds that push. S&P is primed for a breakout here. Flat top breakout. NVIDIA, a little bit of a bounce here. It is still holding this supply zone. Another draw down lower here. S&P giving up a little bit of its gains. NASDAQ trying to figure out what the lowest point of supply is. 620 or 615 maybe. Auction pushing up there, but sharper correction than I'd like to see. 635 there. Needs to clear these supply zones with bids left behind. Those sharp corrections are not ideal. Let's see if it has a push into those 40s again with strength. And possibly through those 40s. You can see the overhead supply coming in. If those bids are left behind, those supply zones will be exhausted. So watching here. Yep, 40's exhausted. Going potentially back into those 50s now. So that draw of liquidity was straight to the 20s. Supply zone now fixed at 45. Nvidia bouncing still. So supply zone at 45 there. There are some people that are iceberging in front of 45s, trying to get fills, but again, that supply zone gets exhausted, it jettisons to 50. So 45 is the new supply zone to be exhausted to the upside here. Meta is still pushing up. Microsoft still holding the push. Seeing if they can blow out the supply zone with buyers here in the NAS. Right now just holding at 45s. There's some effort there. Trying to break out of that 45 supply zone. It gets very spooky above 45 for these shorts that are currently into this price. S&Ps are trying to reclaim 27. That reclaim of 27 invites that pop of 45. 45 pop. Now possibly spooling towards 50s. Still a lot of overhead supply coming in. Not enough motion to get it up through those areas yet. I'm still looking for that 680. There we go. 680 possibly to trade out. Can we get a hold there? There you go. Nice hold. Nice hold. Very, very nice hold. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Super nice. Beautiful blast off from our supply zone. Gosh, I love to see that. That's so nice. Iran allowing Europeans to clear mines in the Strait of Hormuz. Wow. Nice trade. Very nice trade there. I got my runners left. I mean, literally much traded, took off 97% of the position. So very happy. 3 contracts as a runner. Imagine what the lion's share was. Stop showing the profit. Well, I'm glad I didn't give up today. I'm super happy that I did not give up. Super, super happy. Gotta have fight. Gotta have fight. All of the zones that I talked about today were tagged almost with the most precise implications that I can offer to anybody who's watching this stream. If you found value in today's stream and you're happy that I stuck around, walking you through the price action and the order flow, please drop a W in chat. If you did not find any value, please drop an L in chat. That is what I like to see. That makes me super happy. Somebody said in chat that they liked the way that I kept my composure through fills. I'll tell you this with all honesty. Learning that side of your own trading is going to be one of the most paramount cornerstones to developing yourself as a trader. I was definitely upset. I was definitely perturbed. But did I jump back into a trade immediately? No. And in fact, I mean, you can see the extension, right? You can see the extension. I did not jump into that extension, right? I'm not jumping into that extension. In fact, I was waiting for first pullbacks to start scaling into the position and then scaling in, you know, essentially full size on that pullback. We were very much in the profit here. We're still in the profit here, right? Our original buys are here. So I'm like, if I'm on tilt, I'm bah, 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 bah. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole extension happened. I mean, I definitely missed out on 89 points before I got into the market, right? I definitely missed out on 89 points, but that is me restricting myself because I don't want to trade emotionally, right? I don't want to do something that I'm going to get profit on for an action that I would regret at a later time had it created no profit for me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I was super bummed about it, but I didn't take that emotion to the next trade. If I would, you'd see arrows. You'd see fucking arrows all over the place. I would have been right, but you know, like once bitten, twice shy, I guess. But you've been doing this for so long, you know, September or October is my 12th year up, and then we start lucky year 13. Oh, fuck. So I'll be starting year 13 in, let me see. Let me put this back. Oh, by the way, thank you, Leslie. Appreciate you, buddy. I had to focus on the tape. It's very important. Let me see. Okay. What is it? Thinkorswim. Okay, so September 23rd. September 23rd. Technically, September 22nd is when I opened my account. My first trade was placed September 23rd, 2014. So September 23rd, we can have a celebration of my 12th year of trading is fully completed. And we begin lucky 13. You know, I don't care about numbers like that. I think 13 is actually a lucky number. So I think I'm going to have one of my best years ever in trading. So stoked on that. How did you guys do today? Did you stay green? So if you're wondering like, why is he done? I mean, we hit our targets. We hit our targets we talked about. We drew these. I mean, look at where we're trading. I called this zone. I called what the targets were for this zone. I think we had an exact pullback to the midpoint. Yeah, look at that. Exact pullback to the midpoint of our zone. Look at that. We topped at the zone, pulled back, right? And then right to our zone. And I talked about this the whole way through. If none of this lecture today was clear to you, ask questions now. Because I did a lot of things today that I think are good teachable moments. From plotting out our trade before it happened, to having something that was completely and entirely out of our control, feeling like we got cheated because we made a really nice position. One of the things that's important as a trader is to build good positions. I scale into my positions. If you've been watching me before, you know that I scale into my positions. I don't just jump into the market willy-nilly. I scale into my positions. And when I build a really solid position, you have to understand 30 points is $60,000 on 100 contracts. I'll say that again. 30 points is 60,000 US dollars. So when you're talking about a move that robs me literally 30 points of my TP, if I'm trading full size, you're talking about $60,000. So I'm sorry if I get a little bit emotional when the market steals $60,000 or 30 points from me. And it's hard. And people are like, oh, didn't you make profit? Dude, it's not about that. It's about feeling like you got cheated. That's all. And somebody says, man, I'd be more emotional than you were. The problem is this. You will be emotional. You will fail. You will have things happen that you've never thought could happen. You will do things to yourself as a trader that you didn't even think were possible. You are going to go through so much as a trader that explores the deepest depths of your most hellish hells as a human being. And I say this not to scare you, but I say this as the reality of somebody who's traded for now almost 13 years, or almost 12 full years. 12 full years in a month and 19 days. You will find a lot about yourself. And if you're trying to do this full time, I mean, this is a life that you're choosing that is unmanageable for most people. If it wasn't for my amazing, beautiful, supportive wife that has been with me alongside my trading journey, I would never be where I am, because I wanted to give up on myself so many different times where she said, you have a real talent for this, I believe in you, etc. Right? If you think that you're going to get through this and you're going to have 30, 60, 90 days and you're like, I figured out my, what do they call it? My model. I figured out my trading model. I'm going to make so much money. I figured out my trading model. Ha 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 ha. Good one. Good one. Don't you think if we all figured out our trading model that like we could just automate it and then we'd all go home? By the way, I get asked this question all the time. Where would you move your stop? Do you see how I haven't moved it yet? We're at the top of this 1 minute bar. As we push up into this, it's okay to now move it to the top of this bar. Like, we're talking about not that much money right now, but it's just, you know, this is how you can get out of your trades, is scaling your stop behind your trades. One models I see online are bros with broccoli hair and they call me retarded. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to be honest with you and shoot you straight as somebody who has gone through more pain than you could possibly imagine as a trader. Somebody who has gone through years and years of suffering before I felt like I was seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So if you find yourself in your trades today and you're sitting here and you're like, man, this is really hard. Good. Good. Imagine thinking that it should be easy to wake up, roll out of bed, be in your freaking pajamas, and click a few buttons, and then you should be gifted millions of dollars. Imagine that being a reality. Do you really think that this is going to come to you from not working hard, from not handling a lot of pain, from not having good bankroll management? Do you really think that you're just going to fall into this successfully? Do you truly believe that you're just going to wing it and figure this out at some point? Maybe you are that lucky snowflake. Maybe you are that unicorn. Maybe you are. I don't know. But I can tell you from my own experience, the reality for me was to the point where I didn't think I would ever be trading. I did not think that I would ever be trading. I thought I was going to give up because I thought it was a fucking scam. Sorry for cursing, but I'm just trying to be raw with you guys and gals, because I know that there's people right now that probably spent the majority of their morning shorting, blowing up, shorting, blowing up, shorting, blowing up, shorting, blowing up. And that's okay. It's not just you. Where do you think all of the liquidity came from to push this price higher? Where do you think that came from? Do you think that everybody was a genius today and longed? No. Stop being so hard on yourself. Oh, I'm the worst trader ever. Really? Oh, really? So this move just happens because of you? No, there's thousands and tens of thousands of you. Literally. It can't go any higher. Oh, it's finally pulling back. Let me short it. Truthfully, that's why the market goes up in situations like this. Do you see any equities that are showing us this move outside of Microsoft? Maybe a little bit of Google? Not really. I'm sure that there's people that are watching right now that are like, dude, that sucks. I'm so mad. And then you look back at the chart and you say, why didn't I just long it? You say, oh man, I'm such a bad trader. I'm an idiot. All I had to do was long. No, you're not an idiot. You're learning. You're learning, and give yourself a little bit of grace because you're learning. And you're learning, by the way, how to do something that is literally impossible from most people that are asking to do this. You understand that? You're sitting here and you're giving yourself negative self-talk because you didn't long the market today. Maybe you didn't see something. Maybe you saw something that brought you short, and you're sitting here and you're negative self-talk and you're like, I'm such a bad trader. I'm this and I'm that. When in reality, it's that you're trying to do one of the hardest things in the world. Give yourself a little bit of grace, especially today. If you were one of the people that was shorting the market on the way up, good. I'm sad that you lost, but good. And why do I say good? Because it's a lesson. If you take today and you sweep it under the rug and you go, bah, I suck at this, you just wasted all the tuition you paid today. You just wasted all of that good intuition, the market tuition that was trying to pay you to build your market intuition. You just wasted that. So the question becomes this. Today, are you going to take a step back, look at what you traded, analyze what you traded, and try to be better? I know I will. I'm going to look at the trades that I took and see if there's anything that I could do to be better in those trades. And that's the difference between people who truly want this and people who think that they're going to fall backwards into success with trading. If you think for 1 minute you're going to fall backwards into success with trading, I think you're delusional. Even if you made money today, right? Congratulations. You beat the hardest game in the world. You made money. You should go back and analyze what you can do better. I want you guys to make a promise to yourselves today, not to just me, but to yourselves, that you can stop being so hard on yourself on days like today where in hindsight, it looks so clear. But in that moment, maybe you were the person who was shorting the uptrend. Or maybe you got that first downtrend and you started to nail it, and then all of a sudden, it all got away from you. And you don't think it could go possibly any higher. There's no way it can go any higher. It's impossible to go any higher. And you got caught in that move. It's not because you suck. It's because you're learning. And that's the type of grace that I want you to promise yourself from this day forward, is that you don't suck. You're learning. Because if I would have given up, imagine how much I would have been without this thing in my life. I would have had maybe something that would have given me this much passion, but not having trading in my life and the point of where I'm at with trading now is, I can't imagine, dude. I would be super sad. If you could show me two Ripsies, this one with trading, this one without trading, seeing where I am today, I don't know where I'd be without it, but big sad comes to mind. Big sad. So give yourself grace. You're learning. It's okay. Would you guys like to see the new poker vlog being released today? Would you guys like to see the next episode of the poker vlog today? If so, then I'll release that at noon today. We can do that for sure. Can release that thing at noon. Does anybody have any questions for me? We've been streaming for 3 hours. This is usually where I cut things off. Remember, if you want to get a firm that's, you know, I think is good, I think Funded Seat right now is probably one of the better ones. Tradeify 40% off. Lucid I think is 40% off too, but yeah. Somebody's asking, why didn't I buy it 29,215? I mean, I know, right? I know. I missed my, I was looking for a pullback to 185. I wasn't long out of the gates. I was long a little bit later than I wanted to be, but that's life. I wanted to be long at 185. It never gave me 185. That's life. Doesn't mean I'm a bad trader. It means that I stuck to my rules, and that's okay. Chasing leads to bad places. Chasing price leads to naughty, naughty places. That's why, like, on the way up, I'm not chasing it. It was, I gotta get a pullback. We finally got the pullback, and then there we went. Let's see. The vlog episode. What are we on right now? Episode, I don't even know what episode we're on. Are we on episode 11? No. Episode 8? Episode 9. I think we're on episode 9. Oh geez, that's not the right folder. I just found out I'm going to be getting a 500K inheritance. I'm so blessed that I have the skills to grow it now. Going to be great finish the year. Congratulations. Do not go putting the majority of that into a brokerage account, please. Please. Put it in T-bills. Oh, sorry. This is financial advice. This is not financial advice. Sorry. Not financial advice. All right, yeah, episode 9 will be released today. Any other questions before I call it a day? I'll be watching the live stream today, so. Today's live stream is, I'm sorry, today's poker vlog is Deuce through 7 triple draw. It's a fun game. On days like today, how do you judge how deep the pullback is? Reading order flow and looking at key areas. And scaling into a position. There's value in scaling into a position. And I understand with props, if you're not trading on micros, it's almost impossible. So trade micros. Trade micros and look at areas of price that make sense. How much you made today? $12.38. Homie doing 1 mil with 1 to 5 micros is insane. Well, here's the part that you're missing. They're doing 1 to 5 micros with multiple prop firms all at once. So it's not truly 1 to 5 micros. That's the part that's sort of falling on deaf ears. You guys need to realize that if you're copy trading 1 to 5 micros like our friend Nigel, they are multiplying that. It's not 1 to 5 micros, because if they're trading that, you know, across 35 different prop firms, all of a sudden they're trading 15 minis per trade. Yeah, RIPS levels will be updated soon. Don't worry. Promise you this. Not to worry at all. When is Nigel going to teach us? You know, whenever he does. I made $7 today trading micros MNQ. If I was in the minis, I would have blew my account and not be able to size like I wanted. There you go. Would you guys like to do Globex streams, or I did not move the market? I mean, I guess you could say that my MIT stopped. My market if touch order had a lot to do with the movement, but I guess everybody had an MIT at the time. I don't know. It was just stupid. Just silliness. Total silliness. I don't even want to think about it. Was there an aha moment for you? Did just things just slowly gel? There was definitely multiple aha moments along the way. It was never something where I ever felt, even to this day, I sit here and I'm like, every single day there's a level of anxiety where it's like, I want to do my best today. I don't think I had higher than a C- today as far as like my trading went. I could have done so much better. I shouldn't have waited for 185. I should have had 2 price points, 185 and one higher. So for instance, 280, for instance, 280, great price. 234, 220. Like there's so many different areas of price that make sense. Right? Let's go on this chart that's on the screen. Like I was talking before the open is like, I want to get positioned long. I wanted 185, right? I wanted this. Like this, I wanted them to take out this low. That's what I was looking at. I wanted them to sweep this low. They don't sweep this low, and it went so fast that, you know, you can have 220s, 234, 246, and if you're extremely late to it, 281. If you're long from 281 today, let's just say that you get a shitty fill. Let's call it 311. Somehow you get that shitty of a fill. 382 points. 382 points on 50 contracts is $382,000. It's a lot of money. It's a hell of a lot of money. It's crazy. Something settlement with OpenAI is the breaking news. But yeah, we have one contract on as a runner that's currently up $950. So yeah, there you have it. There it is. They're gonna dump this market on Thursday. How come? I'm leaving my stop where it's at. I'm not gonna tell where it is. It's one contract, but 29,800 doable. I mean, 740 would be interesting because I feel like we'd find some buyers into that zone. But we'll get to do this all over again tomorrow, folks. If you enjoyed today's stream, make sure you drop a like on the way out. Tell your friends. We do this every single day. I'll see you guys in 3 hours at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. PST, where we're going to be dropping the newest episode of the poker vlog. So I hope you'll join me for that. It's going to be on YouTube. So I'll see you guys for that one. Have a great day out there. Take care, be safe, be patient. Love you guys. I'll see you guys for the vlog live stream. Take care. Bye. See ya.